Level 1. The Recruit. The gym stinks of sweat and fear. You're on your knees, hands blistered, watching the floor for every mistake. A misstep here costs more than bruises. It costs respect. The instructor yells. Your pulse spikes. You memorize faces, footsteps, voices. Everyone is testing you. Everyone is watching. You don't ask questions. You don't complain. You nod. You absorb rules like a sponge. $200 a day isn't much, but it's enough to start. You sleep 3 hours, eat 1 meal, and lie awake thinking about the punch you can't dodge. The system is ruthless. You're small, replaceable, expendable. By the 3rd week, you carry a weapon for the first time. Not a gun, yet, but a baton. Its weight tells you something. Control is a feeling, and power is measured in fear. You fumble. Someone sneers. You swallow your pride. Survival is learning faster than the guy beside you. Level 2. The Trainee. You shadow a mid-level operative. He doesn't explain. He demonstrates. A hand on your shoulder. A glare in your eyes. A whispered command. Move when I move. Watch him. Learn. You follow without hesitation. You spend $5,000 on gear you don't yet understand. And each night you dream about failures you can't afford. Rules are no longer abstract. A bodyguard doesn't just block punches. You track schedules, memorize habits, anticipate danger. $10,000 disappears from a client's account in a simulated breach. You're punished for thinking ahead. Discipline is currency. Mistakes are debt. You catch yourself rationalizing the first lie. A small omission on a log sheet. It keeps the chain smooth, prevents suspicion. Nobody knows, nobody sees. And maybe, just maybe, it feels good to hold a secret that can protect or harm. Level 3. The Operator. They trust you with real clients now. A tech billionaire, paranoid, armed with panic rooms and security codes. You memorize layouts, cameras, schedules. Every day, $40,000 in cash passes through your hands. You never touch it, but the temptation is constant. You learn. Temptation is less about greed and more about control. One night, a shadow breaches perimeter. You subdue him quietly, efficiently. No applause, no thanks, just a nod from your superior. The first life you touch with force. Your hands shake afterward, but only for a moment. Control is growing, but so is detachment. You notice the small moral compromises creeping in. You disable alarms without authorization. Forge entries to hide minor mistakes. You tell yourself it's for the client's safety. But sometimes, you wonder if it's for your own sense of mastery. Level 4. The Specialist. You operate alone in hostile zones, embassies, foreign estates, clandestine gatherings. You carry 2 pistols, a knife, and an assortment of electronic countermeasures. $70,000 monthly now flows through your accounts indirectly, offshore, untraceable. You've learned to never touch it directly. Reputation is currency, and money is weight. You extract a client from a violent protest. Snipers overhead, a car rigged with explosives. Your calm demeanor is the only shield. Decisions are binary. Act decisively or die. The thrill fades. What remains is procedure, logic, and instinct. Sleep comes in increments. You can't afford memory lapses. You notice emotional numbness creeping in. Friends disappear. Family fades. The only constant is the job, the system, the chain. Level 5. The Enforcer. Now you lead teams. Decisions ripple outward. $250,000 in contracts. Each mistake magnified. Your authority is unquestioned in the field. You enforce the rules others bend or break. A misaligned guard, a delayed checkpoint, corrected with silent force. Fear becomes your language. You negotiate with criminals for access, bribe officials, manipulate outcomes. You rationalize because everyone rationalizes. Loyalty is bought and earned. You've seen operatives break under pressure. You've also broken them. The system doesn't forgive weakness. You wake in penthouse suites you barely recognize, armored doors behind you. Isolation sets in. Authority is intoxicating, but it builds walls. Relationships are now liabilities. You whisper instructions, and people obey without question. The power is yours, but it's heavy. Level 6, the authority. You sit in offices with floor-to-ceiling windows. You don't just guard lives, you orchestrate them. You hold intelligence on billionaires, diplomats, and politicians. $1.2 million annually flows through shadow accounts under your indirect control. You're untouchable, publicly, untouchable legally. Every directive is calculated. A single misstep can ignite an international incident. You weigh threats like chess moves. Mistakes are punished with exile or death. You've internalized the moral ambiguity. Lies are now tools. Manipulation, a daily exercise. You glance at younger operatives and see reflections of yourself. You admire them. You envy them. But you know they will break, just as you did. Authority is isolation. You carry more than weapons. You carry secrets, leverage, burdens you will never share. Level 7, the strategist. You're removed from fieldwork. Your domain is logistics, intelligence, influence. You design operations that unfold thousands of miles away. $5 million annually moves at your discretion. Operatives live or die by your planning. You manipulate perceptions. You manufacture loyalty. The system bends for you now, subtly, imperceptibly. You know every rule, every loophole. You control the ecosystem without ever raising a gun. But control is deceptive. Fear of betrayal keeps you awake. You calculate every conversation, measure every glance. Paranoia is a professional skill. You notice something sinister. The person you were is gone. In the mirror, only reflection remains. A ghost of the rookie who knelt in the gym, sweating and terrified. You no longer feel. You anticipate, strategize, dominate. The world bends around your decisions, but no one sees you. No one touches you. Level 8, the architect. You are legend. The system is yours, but so is its isolation. You never enter rooms. You are the unseen hand guiding billion-dollar contracts, covert extractions, political maneuvers. $15 million flows invisibly through your channels. Your name is whispered. Your face is unseen. Decisions are quiet now, monumental yet silent. A wrong directive could unravel empires, and that knowledge haunts every action. You no longer envy the living, you observe them. The power you hold is absolute, but it costs human connection, warmth, certainty. You sit alone in a fortified estate overlooking a city that doesn't know you exist. Your reflection in a polished window shows not yourself, but every operative you trained, every life you influenced, every secret you hold. Time moves differently at this altitude. Power is quiet, lonely, inevitable. Somewhere, a new recruit is just starting. He thinks he understands the chain of command. He doesn't. But he will.